Hello fans of the simple pedal that goes... Okay, today on the chopping block we have the Earthquaker Devices Chelsea, which is kind of a cool story. Some dude back in the day in the 80s bought a fuzz pedal at a store in Chelsea, or the store was called Chelsea, I didn't pay attention, something like that, and wanted a version that was not his old thing. I mean, that pedal that he had was just, I think, a standard one of those fuzz pedals we all know, but something was unique about it. Because with time, things change, components drift and meander and whatever, and then he just loved that thing. I don't know, some guy from some band, I didn't pay attention. Well, Earthquaker said, oh, we can do this, and just build that pedal. Sweetwater, hey Sweetwater, said, hey, we need videos for this pedal. And I said, you know what? I'll do that. Earthquaker is at the forefront of talking about tariffs and making people understand how it can hurt our industry. And so Julie Robbins from Earthquaker, she testified and is trying to educate about that. And I said, look, no charge. I'll talk about your pedals because it makes sense. They're doing good stuff, so why not help a little bit? And so they sent it to me, and I took it out of a box. Now that it's out of the box, we could film some product shots and get some sounds. Here they are. Next is a completely improvised, horrible performance by me, but you can at least hear the pedal. Let's look at it. Here's the Chelsea. It is simple, okay? It's got a sustained thing. So is it a big muff? I don't know. I don't care. Not my thing. It probably is. Sustain. More is more drive and stuff. It just calls sustain, but it also is more sustain because it's more drive, and more drive means more compression, and that means more sustain. Level is how loud's the damn thing, and then tone does nothing if it's off, and I like that. Because usually on a big muffy thing, tone isn't just rolling off the high end. There's a lot more going on, and I can never find that one setting where I go like, oh, okay, that's not mid scoop, but it's not that piercing top end. In off, it's just a great almost overdrive. It's a fuzz, yeah. It's got the density of what muffy might be, without being in the way, without hindering my playing. I like the Chelsea. So we're going into the Tone King Imperial for now. That's what it sounds like. Oh, this whole thing. It's a Shabbat Puma. It's a nice little guitar. We probably want to be here. Now, usually a fuzz takes over and imposes itself on my playing. And the stuff that I usually know how to do, I can't really do with the fuzz anymore. And that can be fun when the fuzz takes you into a different territory and forces you to think differently. This gets me a fuzz sound, but I can still be myself. It's a different nice thing about a fuzz like that. Now, if you turn the tone back on, I mean, should we crank this sustain? Yeah, we should. It works. Now, if we kick in the tone, we have the tone knob. Immediately gets nastier. I really like that, those mids that are not being taken away by the tone knob when the tone knob's off. So you got all those classic-y fuzz sounds, but you also have that super thick mid-range. It's just great. Let's go into a different amp. Let's take the Marshall JCM800 modified, which is now on stock. Push it. Mayhem ensues. Now, if we take the low end out by using the tone knob, it's a bit more manageable. Very different kind of amp. We're going into a Dumble style amp from Amplified Nation, the Bombshell Overdrive, which is really a overdrive special clone. There you go, that's the Chelsea from Earthquake Devices. Pretty simple, gets you those classic tones with the tone knob. Take the tone knob out and you've got that extra mid push, which is nice in the JCM, be careful with that. But you can push a driven amp to nastiness, but you can get those really thick, muffy kind of sounds, but with a twist. I like it. I'll put links below, please use them, that helps the channel. Like and subscribe, that helps the channel. Go to spectreacademy.net, check out my courses, that helps me and the channel. And hey, let's check out some animals at the end.